In the 1920s, the United States entered into an era known as Prohibition. Alcohol was outlawed. Bars were forced to operate in back alleys, underground, and exclusive secret clubs known as speakeasies. Now, just 100 years later, Battlezone Championship Wrestling has hand-selected patrons to join our exclusive speakeasy. So what do you say? Are you in? Welcome to Lights Out.
Going to happen. Well, that's all right.
Sometimes you do.
Sometimes you do.
Weighing in at 218 pounds, standing at 6 foot tall, he hails from the wasteland. He is Justin Zane.
Joe, we haven't seen Justin in a while. We've seen him quite a few times through Pro Wrestling Ego. I think this is probably my first time seeing him here at Battlezone. Glad to have him here.
Pretty sure it is the first time that he's been in Battlezone, but he is not a stranger to the ring and brings a strong intensity to every single match that he's got.
Yeah, we've seen him in some amazing matches, so this will be a good pairing tonight. Ref Riley checking out Zane.
The energy of Gio Savage versus the intensity of Justin Zane.
Yep. Gio got a little KT tape on the right shoulder. I'm sure that Justin is scoping him out, taking note of that.
Ready. Bring it down.
And the match has begun. Lock up right there. Justin pushing Gio into the corner.
Pretty quickly, too.
Oh. Not necessarily a clean break. Justin rails onto Gio Savage.
Zane saving his energy for this flurry of action at the beginning of the match.
Off the second buckle. Gio's head gets rocked.
Doesn't spend his time waving his hand to the crowd.
Gio's on the outside. Ref
Justin
Riley
just here to lay in some punches.
Right. Riley starting the count. Zane going to the outside.
Here comes Zane.
Quick. Gio grabs hold. Oh, face meet ring.
Zane slaps down on the apron. Gio gonna capitalize, get immediately back in the ring, staying on top of Zane.
You got to. Zane is quick. Zane is dastardly. Gio's finding out the hard way. Rocks Zane into the corner. Gio following up. European uppercut to the corner. Zane is down. Gio saying, let's try that one more time. Again, in the corner, peppering those ribs.
Immediately throwing those fists in there, just wearing him down.
Zane to the corner.
Here comes Gio.
Met with a boot. Gets hold, sends him to the outside. Solid kick to the back. Gio.
Oh, my.
Beautiful slam.
Oh.
Nice ingenuity. Zane out at 2. It's a hell of a modified leg drop. Gio Savage, always an innovator. Riley keeping track.
Gio's got working the moves there, but he'd probably be smarter to stay on top of Zane.
Yeah, we've seen people give Zane the benefit of the doubt, give him a little space, which is never the right idea.
He's usually good at figuring out a way to use that space.
Test of strength coming in. I'm not sure that I necessarily trust him, Gio. Yeah, there it is. Solid kick to the left knee.
A little test of your knee.
Zane's
It's good to run all the tests. It's good to run all the tests.
He knows when he takes out those wheels, Gio Savage, that's half the battle. 2 count.
I'd be surprised if Justin Zane really thought he was going to get a 3 count off of that, but every once in a while, you check in. You say, hey, maybe this is over.
Even a blind squirrel finds a nut.
And Zane may be that blind
He
squirrel.
may be that blind squirrel. Gio getting rocked there in the corner, makes his way back up. Hard chop to the chest. Solid right fist.
Here in our speakeasy arena, it's not a big space, but when you get a nice solid slap like that, it sounds
Sure.
good.
High knee to the chin of Gio Savage and a bulldog right there in the center of the ring. Zane going for the cover. 1, 2. Zane necessarily not agreeing with it, but it is what it is. Choking out Gio on that mat. Riley keeping some decorum here. There we go.
Seems like Zane may be making a bit of a mistake here and not really capitalizing on some of these good moves. He's got some good combos in there,
Sure.
but he's giving way too much space for Gio.
Beautiful bridge by Gio Savage.
Nice
2.5.
bridge. Couldn't quite hold it, but that was a nice bridge.
Gio first to get up here. Got that rear choke on him. Trying to cut off the air to Justin Zane. Justin reaching up for those eyes. Justin fighting back. Grabs hold of Gio and just slams him onto the canvas.
Almost a desperation move on Zane's part. He just needed some space.
Certainly.
Gio was all over him.
Zane trying to keep Gio down. Still working on those knees, those hams. Now just peppering those ribs again. You can tell that Justin is just getting a bit desperate right now. And I'm not sure he's ever seen anybody like Gio Savage. Gio reverses, Justin off the ropes. Solid clothesline in the center. Crowd letting Justin know what they think about him. 2 count. Gio is still fighting, but he's giving Justin way too much time to catch his breath.
Well, Zane's definitely worn him down a bit. It makes it difficult for him to capitalize on a good big move like that.
Certainly.
Left him on the other side of the ring a little bit too long. And here comes Justin Zane.
Justin saying that's it. He's going to the outside. We've seen this man off the top rope.
And here he goes. Sky high. He's about to scrape his hands on that
Gio coming in.
ceiling.
Nice maneuver. It's a hold of Justin. Oh, this is not going to be good. Elevated DDT coming in.
Very elevated
Solid
DDT.
plant. Gio rolled him over. 1, 2. 2 count. And the legs on the ropes there for good measure.
That's what you got to do. You got to be aware of your space. If you can get to the ropes, use
Justin
them.
is able to get Gio up. Gio rocking with those elbows. Gio gives him one of his own. Beautiful cutter. Goes for the submission hold.
Oh, lights
geez.
have gone out.
All right.
Lights have gone out here in Battle Zone. That can
there
mean
it is.
a number of things.
Reborn.
That is what it
Somewhere.
means.
I see the mask on the wall. I see the mask in the ring.
Reborn is here.
Only got visuals on one of them. I'm not exactly sure what is going on, but it can't be good. We've had trouble
Reborn
with Reborn since
they're
the
definitely
beginning.
interfering with what's happening in the ring. Usually they stay at the entrance or somewhere further away, but that was some interference happening.
Everything's gone black. I no longer see any masks, but that mask, well,
Wait a minute.
Justin's
Justin Zane
draped
is on top of Gio.
Riley coming in. 1, 2, 3.
And that is it.
That's it. Somehow Reborn has helped out Justin Zane, and Justin gets the win against Gio Savage.
Justin Zane.
We don't even really know what Reborn did.
No, but again, Reborn.
The number one source for independent wrestling, King of Wrestling Podcast presents Around the Indies.
This is Battlezone Championship Wrestling. Check us out on Facebook and Twitter at Battlezone Championship Wrestling to find all of the info you need for upcoming events and BCW news and updates. Now back to the show.
I think these two may have had some run-ins before.
Introducing first, weighing in at 205 pounds.
205.
Standing at 5'9", currently residing in Oxford, Mississippi.
Well,
He is Fancy Bryce Dancy.
fancy Bryce Dancy, all out of Oxford, Mississippi. It all comes together now, Joe. We're now
It really
figuring
kind of
all
does,
out.
doesn't it?
Yep.
A lot of things just fell together.
And his opponent for the evening, weighing in at 208 pounds, standing at 5'8", from New Orleans, Louisiana.
That's right.
He is Frankie Thomas.
Yeah, listen to that. They love Frankie Thomas here, but obviously Bryce is not a fan.
Bryce Dancy giving the ref a little bit of a tutorial on how to referee
And how to
against
check him out.
a talent of the level
Right.
of Mr. Dancy.
Why is it that I knew as soon as Bryce came into the ring that you were going to be his number one fan, Joe?
Listen, I just know that he is a talent that is worth respecting, and Battlezone doesn't always respect the people who come from outside the region here. And so I think it's worth giving him a fair shake.
Well, here comes your first shake with the lockup,
And
and
there
the
it
match
is.
has begun. Frankie, Bryce with a little bit of power struggle, and Bryce, of course, taking the easy way out.
He's using the ropes the way that he is supposed to be using them.
Frankie being a gentleman.
A gentleman shoves somebody through the ropes like that.
Joe, I think you may have forgotten what this is we're doing commentary for.
I'm
wrestling.
watching the ring. I'm seeing what is happening.
Well, let's hope that more things continue. Both men going back to the center, jockeying for position. This time, nope. Yep, Bryce gets the upper hand.
Back
Frankie on the
straight
receiving
back into the corner.
And that pinky up in the air. I'm not sure what Bryce said, but I don't think the audience really cared for it.
Whatever it was fancy, I'm sure.
It was fancy. And here's your one chance, Fancy. Don't let us down. There's the lockup. And Frankie gets the upper hand and the side headlock onto Bryce Dancy. Bryce with a quick scoop. Frankie brings him right back down. Frankie bringing Bryce into the corner.
1, 2, 3.
That way we can get a break. And Bryce
Laying
puts
that
his
pinky right on top.
There it is. Hard shove by Frank. And another finger for his trouble.
That's not fancy.
I mean, it depends on who you ask. Tucks the clothesline. Tries to go for the kick, and Bryce just backs up.
Puts on the brakes and avoids the super kick.
Yep, definitely did.
Like you should.
Yes, absolutely. No one wants to be super kicked, Joe. Bryce coming in. Hard elbow brings him back down to levels. Bryce sent back down again. Frankie puts some stank on that one.
Bryce Dancy taking a quick slide to the outside to regroup.
Certainly. Frankie gets a
Pulling
handful of that hair.
Frankie's pulling hair.
Oh, and Justin's Bryce is able to bring down Frankie with a quick rack across the top rope. Bryce dropping Frankie back down. Hard kicks to the ribs there.
And now cinching in that chokehold.
Frankie reaching out for some support.
But he is way too far away from the ropes.
Bryce holding up that pinky again. Frankie trying to get some elevation there. There we go. Frankie back up. Elbows to the rib, off the ropes. And gets sent down with a scissor kick of sorts from Bryce Dancy. Bryce on top of Frankie.
Just laying
hammering
in
down
those
with those
fists.
forearms. Kid keeps some decorum in there. Frankie draped across that second rope, and Bryce just leaning into it.
It's hard to find a good seat when you're in the ring.
How
So
would
an
you
opportunity
know
presents
you've never
itself.
been in the ring?
Listen. I don't want to hear about it.
Obviously. Hard uppercut to the corner. Both men sent over. Bryce.
Nice. Lays in that basement uppercut.
Yep. 2 count. Frankie's out. Bryce looking a little winded there. Frankie just fed up with it all. Solid forearm across the back of Frankie Thomas. Bryce just draped across Frankie there, cutting off the wind. Crowd trying to hype Frankie up. It looks like it may be working. Frankie coming back on that rally. Solid shots through the dome. Sets Bryce up, sends him off. And a basement DDT there.
Frankie basically being held up by the chants of the crowd, but Bryce needs no such support. He's got the talent to just get himself back into a rhythm.
Absolutely right. Bryce drops that elbow onto Frankie's ribcage. Woo!
That was close.
1, 2. Crowd not having anything that Bryce is selling. Dropping Frankie with those solid kicks to the back.
Gator rolls him.
Yep, gets him away from those ropes. Smart thinking. You can't deny Bryce does have some good ring awareness.
So
And a
now you
solid-
finally come around
It's not
to
that
the
I've come around. I'm
realization.
just simply saying that Bryce is a formidable opponent for Frankie Thomas.
Ugh.
Little victories, Joe. Take them where you can get them. Frankie battling back. Oh, and a solid poke from the pinky to the left eye of Frankie Thomas. Bryce just basking in his own glory.
Frankie Thomas being shown the way of the pinky.
Frankie gets splashed. Bryce setting him up. Frankie coming back.
Oh, my.
He's able to spin it over. Both men still down.
Desperation move on Frankie Thomas's part,
Kid
but
starting the count.
just as effective.
Frankie going for that cover. 2 count. Frankie back up with Bryce. Sending Dancy off, reverses it. Frankie scoops and swinging neck breaker for his trouble. Frankie just trying to rally back, trying to get that second wind.
Dancy back up on his feet.
Somehow, solid forearm sending Dancy down. And another. Frankie getting that win. Goes for the cover. 1, 2. 2 count.
Not quite enough.
Nope.
Frankie trying to figure out what he can do to keep Bryce down.
Yep. Frankie Goes across. Bryce ducks it. Frankie goes in with a modified sleeper. Cutting off that wind supply, that blood flow to the brain. Bryce reverses it. Frankie's able to reverse that. Bryce drops down. Sends Bryce over. Bryce goes up.
Oh, my.
Solid kick from Frankie. Taking advantage of the situation. Goes for the cover. 1, 2, 3.
And that is
Frankie
it.
is your winner here tonight. Solid showing by Bryce Dancy, but not enough to